Showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Break. 44, Mike, 44. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
a man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. But he hits his tight end, Ebron. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Rock it.
Slam.
Leo.
26. Check the backer.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Squeeze.
6-yard pickup brings up second
Hey, Haywood.
at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready.
58 to Mike. You run.
Come.
Slow.
Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick...
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Eric Ebron, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Colts have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Cut.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Stand. Let go.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Bravo.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Leaf rip.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready up.
Mike spoke forward.
80 weapon. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3.
On the double.
Mike 47. All day, baby, all day.
They'll run here with Mack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right...
Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On the ready.
50's the Mike. Right here. Check. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Go. Hey, zoom. Let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Undercrunch. Check 24. Check 24.
Ready.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Switch.
Yep. Hey, exit.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check it out, Reed. Deuce.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and it'll bring up third down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 4. Campbell making the catch. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Sam on. Yes. Hey, Orbit.
50, Mike's 50.
Let's go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Slam. Check safety. 58, boys, 58.
You're out.
Let's go. Shoot.
Minshew sets to throw. A catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
I got you.
Rock it.
He's crossing.
Hey, Delta.
Check.
Get it.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Hey. 61, Matchbox Lights. Leo.
It's 2nd and 8.
5.
From the 41, Minshew. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Look, squeeze.
Check 31. Check 3.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Gone. Hey, Charlie. Back. Bam. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch it.
Look at me. Go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's caught by Funchess. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Second and 11. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check 3.
On second and 10, it's Minshew. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alert flare, alert flare. Shift. Watch the shift.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Watch out. Move. Watch out. 53's the mic. 53.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On 2nd and 10, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Ready? Now.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Bravo.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Leo.
On 4th down, Minshew. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey. Hey, Echo. Look, squeeze. Go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He completes it to Westbrook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Joker. 25, check 25, check 37.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, foxtrot. Ready to go. Get it.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Man. Blue draw quarters. Look at me. Door. Hey, zoom.
Now Minshew. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Show it. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Hard.
You got tape.
Say go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Check 52.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll go again here with Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's a loss of 1.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Come on,
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is